Hello, let's get some marks on this GCSE foundation paper, preparing for our exams. We're going to write 126 as a product of its prime factors. So let's see, this number is 126 divided by 2. I'm going to circle it because it's prime. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 3 divided by 2 is 3. That's no longer even, so I can't use 2. I do know my 9 times table though, and that's definitely divisible by 9. 9 times 7, so I have to circle that because 7 is prime. Now we know that 9 is 3 times 3. So to write this as a product of its prime factors, 126 is 2 times 3 times 3 times 7. All primes, I could simplify that to 2 times 3 squared times 7. You could have broken this tree down in a different way if you'd liked. 63, we could have had 7 here. It doesn't matter as long as we end up with those 4 numbers. Okay, knowing the 9 times table is quite a useful one. Remember, 9 times 10 is 70, so, 9 times 10 is 90. I meant to do 7 times 10 is 70. 7 times 9 is 7 less 63 there. Okay, let's do some inequalities here. 9p less than 48 minus 3p. Remember, we're going to solve this in the same way we would an equation, unless we have to multiply or divide by a -1. I'm going to add 3p to both sides. 12p less than 48. I'm now going to divide by 12. P is less than 4. Let's check that with any number. Say, let's try p equal to 1. 9 is less than 48 minus 3. 9 is less than 45. Yes, that's true. Holds for that. So that still holds. So p is less than 4. It didn't have to multiply or divide by a -1 or any negative number. So that works. Okay, that's another 2 marks. That should be 4 marks for your exam. Let's look at this. 6.25 times 10 to the -3. Write this as an ordinary number, i.e. write it 0.00625. And let's check that's the right number of place values we've moved. If 6 was there, dividing by 10 to the -1 would be, times by 10 to the -1 would be there, 10 to the -2 would be there, and in the third place, that's the thousandths, because remember, 10 to the -3 is 1/1000. So that's correct there. It's just a mark. Right. 7 times 10 to the 12 times 4 times 10 to the 3. Let's put brackets there. We don't actually need them in a second. We've got to give our answer in standard form, and we've got to work this out. So we can ignore the brackets now because they're all multiply. Just multiply those 2 numbers. 7 times 4 is 28. Use your index laws now. We're going to add those 2. So I have 28 times 10 to the 15. Now you might think, oh, I'm done now because I've got 10 to the something, but that is no longer standard form. It has to be 2.8, which is 28 is 2.8 times 10 to the 1 times 10 to the 15. You don't need this step in an exam. I'm just showing you where it comes from. And then we're going to add those 2 together like that. Okay. That's a nice 3 marks there. Again, you should be aiming for a mark a minute. I'm moving a little bit faster than a mark a minute, but do stop the video whenever you need to check something. Let's look at a ratio question. Helen and Emma are going to share some money in the ratio 2 to 5. Emma receives 21 more than Helen. So the difference here is 21. So actually 5 minus 2, which is 3. 3 parts is 21. Now what's quite useful is a bar model for this. So if I do Helen there and Emma there, this might not be to scale. So Helen is 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Emma is 5. So that there is 21, meaning that 1 part is 21 over 3 is 7. So each of those is 7. So each of those is 7. So work out how much money Emma receives. Emma gets 5 times 7, which is 35. So 35, just for completeness, Helen would get 14. The total would be 49, and the difference, work out how much Emma got. Emma got 35, but Emma receives 21 more than Helen. So the literacy there is really important, knowing those words. Okay, so that's ratio there. Hope that makes sense. It's 3 more parts, being that 21. Standard form, knowing that you can go from ordinary numbers to standard form or standard form to ordinary. This step here where you multiply the numbers, and if that is greater than 10, make that modification there. Prime factors here, because that's even, I can divide by 2 and go on. And then in the inequality here, you solve it like you would with an equation. Okay, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and good luck for your exams.